You know what? I think we have to talk about the next biggest topic that happened this week. That is the fact that Nikon. Come on, let me get it out.
Oh my God.
Let me get it out.
Sony firmware update.
Sony, no.
No.
If you guys didn't see on my main channel, Nikon did do some stuff this week.
Dude, I like it could sound like we're making fun of. Seriously, you posted 2 videos this week.
I did. There was a lot of news this week.
On the autofocus of the Komodo X.
Yes.
Which was super informative. But the crazy thing is that video looks so good. And if people haven't put 2 and 2 together, it's because of this next topic about Nikon.
Yeah, so this week, Nikon actually released some new LUTs for their Z-Log in partnership with RED. And dude, I have to say, this changed my whole mindset when it comes to LUTs because I'm not a LUT person.
Mm-hmm.
I've never really cared for LUTs. I've, either I have colored my stuff or I've had my editor color my stuff, but like, I'm not a big LUT guy.
Yeah.
Dude, I threw these LUTs on that Nikon, bro. And then I brought out my RED and I started shooting stuff side by side. And I was like, you can do this with LUTs? Like, this is what happens, I think, when you have like real because, you get on YouTube and you buy some LUTs from different people and you try it. It works, It doesn't work. But like when a LUT is designed for a very specific log, like
the utility LUT,
like that is what like absolutely blew my mind. So I was like, yo, this is nuts.
That's where I start with my C70 footage. I went and grabbed the utility LUT from Canon, and then I grade on top of that. So I don't like buy YouTubers LUTs, not saying that there aren't good ones. I'm sure there's perfectly good ones. But starting with that, oh my God, you start with it looking good.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the Z8, which you've been shooting on quite a bit, is looking mighty fine.
Scott says we got to give credit where credit is due. Let's pat Phil Holland on the back for those LUTs. So shout out to you, Phil. You absolutely crushed it. I don't know if you ever actually see this. I'm not sure if he tunes into the show or not, but Scott, do me a favor. Clip this up, send it off to him, let him know we love him, we appreciate him. He absolutely crushed it. Those LUTs are amazing. It literally has changed a lot for me.
Yeah.
Makes my process so much faster.
Now, like Scott, I'm going to put your feet to the fire.
Okay, let's do it.
How close do the LUTs on the Z8 in a percentage match the Komodo X?
75%.
75%.
75%, 80%, depending on
just
the
dropping the LUTs on.
Matching to the RED? Yeah. Like I'd say like about 70 to 80%.
And then you can get closer by tweaking and
yes, but you're always gonna like there's just something different out of the RED colors. That 16-bit is just different.
Yeah.
So even though like yes, most of the colors and everything are matching, you are gonna see some minor little tweak differences here and there. But dude, it's so close. And honestly, when I was like, those videos, so not only the autofocus video, but also the actual video I did on the LUTs themselves, I dropped the LUT on, did some basic exposure adjustment, contrast, done. That was it.
Yeah.
I mean, my color process was done in like, maybe 2 to 3 minutes.
You know what you want to know why this excites me? So I've been kind of a little quiet about this because it's not ordered yet.
Oh, you gonna tell the people?
It's not ordered yet. And there's still some things that still need to happen. But as a potential new KX owner, we ain't buying 2. We ain't got enough money for 2.
Wow.
So I'll tell you why this Nikon LUT thing excites me is to have a B cam with something like a ZF.
Wait, are you trying to say that the Canon fan people's king?
No.
The guy in front of the crowd. The matrix. What is it? What do you call it? I don't know what it's called. Don't block your face. Show the people your face.
No.
You're talking about not only buying a KX, but also considering a Nikon?
So that's future.
Nikon, send me my check. I've officially converted another one.
Well, I guess Nikon. So to be clear, to be 100% clear, nothing's been purchased yet. Have been eyeing that KX heavily. There wasn't. How do you say this properly?
I'll just say the honest truth.
I was like, I don't know. Tongue's tied. I have a Canon workflow. I am not selling any Canon gear. I love Canon colors. I love it, love it, love it, love it. We'll always own Canon. I have tons of EF, RF glass. Never doing anything with that. I thought very much so with the RF mount being on the Komodo X. Like, hey, we got a match made in heaven.
Yeah.
But it seems like that the Nikon LUTs might be a match more made closer.
Whoa, how'd that get on the screen? Did you see that? It's like right underneath me.
No, Starlight, stop it. Stop it.
How did that get there?
Starlight,
bad.
you cannot
that?
see my Pelican case. I got C70s, R6 Mark IIs. Bro, we might be buying that C80. We'll see. We ain't rich.
Rare says
we ain't rich.
He's
But
just
hey,
talking.
Hey, listen to me. Listen to me.
He's just talking.
If you had an opportunity to buy a KX, are you thinking about it?
Yeah.
Let's be real. Let's be real. If you had an opportunity, you had the money in the bank to buy a KX, are you thinking about it?
I mean,
that's where I'm at right now.
Yeah, no, I totally get it. I feel like, I mean, that's what I've always loved about Red, despite this whole Nikon LUT thing happening, was that like you could be any other shooter. You could shoot Blackmagic, you could shoot Sony, you could shoot Canon, you could have shot Nikon before all this happened, and still pick up a Red because it's just a different job. You know what I mean? Like it's a different use case than what you would use for your C70s, your C80s, all those things. So, yeah, this is I think I'm gonna go back to it because I don't know what the numbers look like yet. But if we see a huge spike in KXs, like just flooded, a lot of shooters start running out of the woodworks and all that stuff, I am gonna 100% attest it back to this price drop. I think that it was a fantastic marketing move for Nikon because there's probably very little opportunity right now that we're gonna see like a new Komodo or something like that.
Yeah.
Because like the acquisition is less than a year old at this point, right?
Yeah.
So like anything that's really Red Nikon merged from like a physical product, we're probably about another year from seeing that. But like if you want to continue that splash that you made on the original acquisition, you drop the price. And like again, I think that was a fantastic move.
Some of y'all are thinking that I'm like turning on y'all. I'm not turning on y'all. Canon, since my T2i days, since my 5D Mark III, since my 1DX Mark II, C70 and R6 Mark IIs, y'all don't know we got tens of thousands of dollars invested in Canon. I will always be a Canon fan person, but I will say, even Griffin, he has a Komodo. So to me, there is a piece of potentially at the moment that the KX dropped below the C400, the C400 was on the radar as like, well, before I would never buy the C400 once the C80 came out. But when the C400 dropped to 8,000, I genuinely thought, bro, put a stick in everybody else. It's a wrap.
So
it's a wrap. But then the KX dropped below the C400. It's like, oh, we got to think. We got to do a little thinking.
Yeah.
Thinking.
All right, super chat coming in. Oh, Starlight.
You can't leave, bro, if you still got all Canon stuff.
Jarrell love Canon, never forget. It has been written in the super chat. It is binding now. No, I think so. Here's the big question. What did Scott say? There's Phil. Wait, did Phil pop in? Oh, there he is. Hey, Phil, we were just giving you credit. We were literally just giving you credit for the LUTs that you did. I didn't know you did those LUTs. So that's really dope. But yeah, Scott gave you the ultimate praise up front, and we wanted to do it live and make sure the whole world knew. Shout out to you on those Nikon LUTs, bro. Absolutely crushed it. Absolutely crushed it. I love them.
Yep.
I've been trying to get anybody I know who shoots Nikon. I'm like, yo, just download them, and they're free.
Yeah.
I don't know how that works, but like, good move on Nikon. All right, so if you enjoyed this clip, do us a huge favor. Hit that subscribe button because we would love for you to join the community. Here, we're just a bunch of nerds who love camera gear and love talking about it every single week, which we do live at 11 o'clock Central Standard Time. So hit that subscribe button so you don't miss that and you don't miss any of the other clips.